What's up? What's
What's
going
going on?
on? We're back. I ain't trying to be funny, but
Good.
with Keita and Kim. What up, Kim?
Not a thing. What's going on with you?
Not a lot. It's Halloween, so
Happy
I did
Halloween.
like uh the minimal Halloween look, the bare minimum that I could do. My students were like, "Oh, okay, that's cute." No, thank you. I want y'all to be cute for y'all. Doing my own thing. Yeah. Usually when I wear the ears, I put a nose and whiskers on, but I didn't do all that. I am still at work. This was the best I could do.
Right.
Yeah. And they were
It's,
like, "You
it's
ain't bring no candy." Did you bring me candy?
right.
Moving on.
Nick,
Next.
thank you for paying the tuition.
Yeah, one of my colleagues had a little pumpkin bucket full of candy. He came and brought me some. I was like, "Oh, that's sweet." He said, "Well, I figured you would have some. You always get into everything." And I was like, "Yeah, but you don't see me passing out candy. This, I don't. It ain't high school."
Well, what's funny is the kids these days don't know the Halloween rules that we abided by when we were younger, i.e., if the
Strangers.
light ain't on, don't go to the house.
Yeah.
And so I remember one year, kids were coming by and they were ringing the doorbell. And I finally went to, I had to go all the way down 3 flights of stairs at the time in the house. And I went to the door and I said, "You guys don't know the rules, huh?" And they looked at me like, "What rules? We said trick or treat." Like,
Yeah. Like, what are you talking about, lady?
I said, well, let me tell you, if the lights aren't on, they're not giving out candy, i.e.,
Stop ringing my bell.
stop ringing my bell. I started to put up a sign, but I didn't want my house egged.
Yeah.
They
They banned trick or treating in my neighborhood.
have.
Mm-hmm. A few years ago, actually, before the pandemic. Mm-hmm. Yes,
Okay.
because let me tell you about these bougie folks in my neighborhood.
Okay, I'm listening.
They don't walk around with the kids from house to house. They drive. They drive their kids from house to house, driveway to driveway, and they sit in the car at the curb and watch their kid walk up to the house, come back to the car, get in, and then they drive them to the next house. And so the traffic got so bad. I mean, it's people
You are
can't get
kidding.
home from work. People can't get it to their own house. You can't leave the subdivision, nothing, because these folks out here trick or treating. It was a hot
In the
mess
car.
in the car,
That's the dumbest thing I
and
heard.
they
Who
about to hit the people who are walking.
right.
Yeah.
But who got together and said, "I know what we should drive"? Who said that?
Well, I think it grew out of the fact that we don't have sidewalks in this subdivision. That's an
Mm-hmm.
aesthetic thing they do down here.
Yeah.
That's not in Cleveland. Everybody has sidewalks both sides of the street. So I didn't, I had to grow to become accustomed to that. But yeah, I think that's it. So the kids either are walking on the grass, on somebody's grass, or they're in the street. And I
Right.
guess parents decided to walk them around. And these subdivisions are big.
Yeah.
So
They're big, but
we
driving, that's
walked.
ridiculous. That is ridiculous. If everybody is walking, come on now, y'all.
Yeah, there's a way to make it safe. Now, when my kids were little, um, the only time I drove them was when it was raining. There was one Halloween, it was raining, and we still had the SUV, and so they would hop in and out the tailgate part. They were all piled in the back because it wasn't just my kids; it'd be my kids and my friends' kids. It'd be like 8 of them in the back, and they pile in, they jump out to the next place. They run to the next house. Yeah, so.
But your subdivision doesn't have a clubhouse or anything, right?
Yeah.
You do?
Mm-hmm. On the golf course.
Then why don't just have it there?
I think they do. But my kids are too old for that now, so I don't keep up with it. But they do some kind of trunk or treat or something up there now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but these folks
I have never heard. That's why these kids lazy. They expect to be driven from house to house.
Driven from place to place. Yeah, so I am. So I don't know if you know, one of my nicknames is Cat. You probably never heard that before. But some friends used to call me Peter Cat. No, it ain't nothing. Knock it off. Gutter brain. Get your mind out the gutter. No, they
stay
just
in the
called
gutter.
me Kita Cat. And so that's why I picked the ears. That was my DJ name when I did the when I had my birthday party and I was up there like chupa chupa chupa.
I don't remember you saying that.
No, it was a sign. And never mind.
I do not remember that. Because I would have messed with you about it then too.
Yeah, Cat, K-A-T.
All right.
And Energizer is one of my other names. That's from dancing.
All right. You got any more names?
None that I can say on this podcast. All right, what are we talking about today? We just had a little conversation about Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, the students are like, it's fall festival. And I was like, okay. Oh, I know I did have a topic I want to talk to you about. We need to do it now or later. I got one.
Okay, let's do it after Huntsville. So let's talk about love and marriage, Huntsville.
All right, let's get it. So we get House of the Dragon is over. Or is that what I saw a post said, Black folks call it everything. Them dragons.
Them dragons.
The dragon house. I mean, we call it whatever. House of the Dragons. Like it's plural.
Game of
Game of Dragons.
The Game of Dragons and the Dragon Throne.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as it's got dragon in the title, we there for it. So yeah, that ended. And we've been talking about some of the changes they made in the show versus the book. I'm not a purist like that. I know you have to make changes for TV as opposed to reading a book. Sometimes, just for ease of the story or whatever. But the changes they made were solid. It was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
It made it more. And I like the fact that there is a such thing called creative license. Mm-hmm. And they do take advantage of, having some liberties in some of the stuff that they add to House of the Dragon. I was getting ready to say Dragon Thrones.
Them dragons.
But so I did get a chance to watch the 10 directors commentary, the 10 episodes. And we were right in our assertions about a lot of the things that happened. I know you're reading the book and you kind of confirmed some things as well. So it was just good to review, a lot of the stuff that we thought we saw in House of the Dragon. But I'm just kind of upset a little bit that they didn't address the throat choking in the last episode.
Shit, we didn't either.
We stayed. Well, I know I stayed away from it because I was like,
why he choking? Why?
So interestingly enough, I did have a conversation with some friends over the weekend, and my friend's husband said, Kim, I really think the whole point of that was that Damon just got so fed up with everything that was going on. His brother cast him out, he wasn't going to be king, just fighting everybody left, right, and sideways, and just dealing with all of the stuff that he had to deal with as Damon. And then here come Rhaenyra, that basically she dug that nail in the coffin when she was like, my daddy told me this. Oh, you didn't know about that? Oh, and he was like, he always in fantasy land, and she was like, okay, I believe it. Yeah. And he was just like, shut up. Like, I've had enough. So, and that kind of makes sense. But it really was like,
it was out of nowhere, and it wasn't in the book. And it wasn't in the book. And so it doesn't make sense for them to put that in there and then not come back to it, unless they're going to allude to some kind of rift in the couple later on. Because so far, all we see is they ride for each other, period.
Right.
Damon and Rhaenyra got each other's back. He ready to go to war for anybody, against anybody for her. And so I don't know if that means that later on he's gonna change, or who knows, I don't know, maybe they were trying to plant a seed, but I didn't need that. We don't need abuse to just, we got everything else in the show.
Oh my gosh, like
Like
it was
she had
like
just ripped the
P-Valley.
baby out of her womb. I
Right.
don't think he need. Yeah, we don't need her to
It
get
was
caught.
like P-Valley when we were saying that they talked about suicide, mental illness, interracial couples, gay couple. I mean, it was just they touched on every single thing. House of the Dragon episode 10 was trying to touch on everything in one episode. I'm like, hey, ho,
Time out, time out.
really back in a little bit, you
We
know.
got some stuff we can leave alone for now. Yeah.
Right.
Like when like you said in P Valley, when they when grandmother got COVID, it was like, listen, they please don't kill this woman. You know, we don't need that on top of everything else. Yeah.
Everything.
So
Like, yeah. So it is what it is. Like, leave that alone. We
but
coming
you
back.
know, we fickle though. We gonna ride with them on 20 terrible things, but 21 is too much. Like, how are they supposed to know what the line is?
What's the limit?
What the limit supposed to be?
Well, the limit. Well, we'll just tell them the limit is the choking. You already had the OnlyFans. Let's leave the only feet. Let's stop at the only feet. We ain't doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
that was a lot. So, okay. So for real, Love and Marriage, Huntsville. And go.
And go. So they started out with clarifying what this issue was that Marsau was trying to get KeKe on.
Yes. Okay, KeKe.
It was so underwhelming. I almost wanted to go.
She lying. Did you think that?
No, I didn't think that.
Oh.
What went through my mind was
that it?
You and everybody else. Like, everybody has a drunk uncle in their family. Like, you just that was so underwhelming. Like, why would you hold that over her head?
It didn't sound like they held it over her head. So
no, she said he was trying to use it against her.
In that at that later conversation. I thought you meant back then when they said it. Back then, I believe her when she said, or Melody said that they were joking and laughing about it. Like, well, KeKe coming over, you better hide your stuff. And you and I both thought that that's probably what happened. We figured she was a crackhead thief or something. Right. She didn't say what she said. She was addicted to prescription pain pills or whatever. And so that's not as common, you know. I don't know that I would have to worry about hiding my pills if somebody came over because I don't have anything that strong. What you gonna do? Take all my Tylenol? I mean,
well, sidebar. Let's sidebar that because I don't know if you saw this article, current events, that, oh my God, I'm gonna forget his name. I think he played on Friends.
Oh, Matthew Perry.
Matthew Perry, he said he was stealing it. Yeah, he was stealing drugs out of people's houses when they was.
Yeah. I mean, when you know an alcoholic or a former alcoholic, well, I guess they never former, but an alcoholic or a drug addict is coming over your house or over a friend's house, that is fair to warn them, you know, but not to be all like, well, you know, she's a crackhead, you better put your stuff away. That's not funny. You know, they ain't have to do her like that.
Right. But what? Okay, so this is.
But I do think it was fair warning. I think it was fair warning, though.
It was fair warning. No, I don't. I think they went a little overboard with that. I think that that didn't have much to do with anything. And it was so trivial.
It did seem underwhelming, like you said.
So my question is, if he's going to hold this over her head as leverage, what exactly is he holding? Because she's first of all, you can Google her mugshot. It's not like it's a secret.
Yeah.
Criminal records are public information, and you can Google her mugshot and you can clearly see she got in trouble.
Well, at the time they were filming, she didn't want it out. You know, I think she changed her mind, and that's why now she's coming clean on camera. But when they first started filming, she didn't want that story out there.
But I'm just trying to figure out what. So what?
Maybe she thought she was gonna lose her job, and she a professor.
Oh, she does.
Well, you said you can Google her. I figured, yeah. I want to
Oh,
say I
didn't
read.
Google her.
Oh,
I
I
didn't
want to
Google
say I
her.
read she's a professor, and maybe she thought it was going to reflect badly on her. But being on a reality show ain't helping your job either. So, I mean, to say that you were formerly addicted to pain pills, if you're not now, and she's a professor, they probably not drug testing.
Nope.
So,
I'm not getting drug tested. Are you getting drug tested?
no, I don't get drug tested. I would pass though.
No, I would pass.
I would pass though. But and even if they are drug testing, they're not gonna check for pain pills, I don't think. I don't know about opioids, but
I don't know. Listen, the point is, so what? Next topic.
yeah, so she decided to put it out there herself so that he can't hold this over her head anymore.
Mhm.
But now what?
Yeah.
So now can she go on and spill the tea? Is she gonna go on and bring it now or what? Be like,
yeah,
you can't blackmail me now.
us, right? So can you go ahead and tell us about his second and third family?
Because child, we keep saying it. I mean, this man, he got the NDAs and I don't know what he's doing. He blackmail. I don't know what he's doing, but his shit comes out.
He is paying them well.
Yeah, he gotta be, or he's innocent, which none of us believe. Look at that face. See that? No. So I'm gonna say it again. Marsau is innocent. Right. I ain't trying.
That's gonna be a
but
thumbnail.
We know he.
That's gonna be the thumbnail.
Yeah, I ain't trying to be funny, but he just don't seem like he's innocent. Like we believe everything the rumors say about him. He got a secret apartment. He got another family. He got another child. All of that. I believe all of that. I need him to prove it's not true at this point. I don't need proof it is true. I need proof it ain't.
Yeah.
I don't know how you prove something's not true. But anyway, okay. So then
there was a conversation between Mark, Maurice, and Marsau, and that the whole beginning of it was hilarious when Marsau was like, "So Maurice is my big brother, my older brother, and Mark is my older brother."
No, it was more like. No, I think didn't Maurice
I watched it 4 times.
Didn't he say I'm Marsau's older brother and Mark is my older brother? It was something like that. It was said real weird.
I'm telling you. Basically, Marsau is the baby.
Yes, he don't look of like those it. 3.
He doesn't look
kept
like
thinking he was older. And I said that one week. I was like, in Maurice older? But you were like, no, Marsau is older. But no, Maurice is older than him. And then Mark is older than both.
Mark is older.
And Mark acts like the child of those 3. He's childish.
Dude, man. So I had 2. So before I said it, I had 2 favorite quotes of the show, and one of them was by Marsau. I died. He said, "Relationships get denied every day."
Yeah, they do.
Mark is mad because Van didn't claim him.
Mm-hmm.
That's deep.
I mean, he didn't just get mad. He went postal. He went nuclear on social media, dragging this woman because she didn't say they used to smash. Like, come on, like, grow up.
I know she trying to be a Christian.
She said they were not in a relationship.
Which they might not
have been. They were spending time together, traveling to see each other. She bought him tickets, whatever. That sounds like a situationship. If y'all ain't got no titles, ain't no rings or no moving in or anything like that, that's a situationship. I learned that. That's my single friends told me about that. Yeah. So I don't know what he's so mad about. He's so butthurt.
I mean, that bitch assness came out. Like,
isn't it though? Like, dude, what is really wrong with you?
She didn't.
Like he in the bed with a blanket, like
I feel so
I feel
used.
used. Yeah, he crying about it. He crying. CRINE crying. I
Right.
he is terrible.
That
And
was sad.
but it also showed what they said. They were like, there's no talking to him. There's no getting him
In
to
one ear and
stop.
out the other.
Yeah, he feels completely justified and he dug his heels in. Like, I don't care nothing about woman or women, nothing. He was like, I'm going in, period.
I was protecting myself.
Yeah, defending himself.
Against what?
Yeah, she didn't say anything bad about him. She didn't even say, yeah, we used to do it, but the sex was trash. So she didn't do none of that. She just said they weren't. She just said they weren't in a relationship. They were friends. All he had to say was, it was more than that, but okay, I'll let you do what you're doing. Do you, boo, whatever. You trying to get brand new because you on TV. But
But he acknowledged that she did not want to tarnish her Christian
image.
Thank you. Yeah, so why would you keep talking if you knew that that's what it was?
Because he crazy. But he said on somewhere on social media that he was molested as a child. Okay, I don't want to do this, but at some point you have to deal with that childhood trauma and move on to a new place of, yes, that happened, but this is me now. You can't still live in that. You can't still be that child. Now, if Maurice and them in their late 40s, mid-late 40s, this man in his 50s probably. He looks it, and to still be, I've been traumatized. Okay, yeah. I need you to get some counseling. You got to deal with that. You cannot keep blaming your childhood on your shitty behavior now.
Right.
You cannot.
Right.
How many passes you supposed to get for something that happened to you 40 years ago? I can't.
Correct.
And I don't want to be insensitive at all. I know everybody's been through something, but you just can't live in it, is my point. Right. You got to do something to change your life for the better. Your behavior, your attitude about it, your coping mechanism, something's got to be different. But just that lashing out, going, crying. You can't Hulk smash every time and be crying and stuff. Yeah,
that whole scene, and even Marsau was like, this is ridiculous and it's a waste of time.
It was a waste of time.
Wow.
It
was a waste of film, and so was that lunch between Destiny and Tisha. Waste of film. Although I did get a quote from Destiny.
What?
She said, take some air out of that head.
Yeah. And she does like a lot of people do. After the fact, you have what I should have said was, it's too late. You lost.
Yeah.
You didn't say it in a moment. You ain't said it at that time. You blew it. Your brain wasn't working fast enough. Right. So Melody got her. I mean, she got her. So to be later on, like, I should have said, I am the moment. It's too late. It's too late, boo.
As Melody and Marsau gonna have those zingers.
Yeah, and y'all can't hang with them, so don't try. And Tisha just want to sit there and bash Melody every chance she gets. Girl, Melody ain't thinking about you. Move on with yourself.
Not one iota of a minute.
She zero. To let it go. I'm sick of her. We've been sick of her though.
We've been sick of her.
She's cutie. She's a little cutie, but she just don't appear to have nothing going on up in here. I just, like, you probably can hear wind whistling. You get close to her. Woo! You be like, do I feel a draft? What I get? Is that a breeze? No, that's just Tisha head.
Oh, Tisha, the one with the air in the head, right? Yeah, but that was a waste of film right there.
Yeah,
and it looked almost like, okay, we need to get Destiny in a scene.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all go try this restaurant. Then the man putting stuff on the table. So the whole time, this all you see on the TV is this man putting stuff on the table, the sauce, and the saucers, and the silverware. And I'm just going,
why ain't this stuff already on the table?
Why isn't it on the table? And why didn't y'all just stop filming?
Just pause for a second.
Right. And let him set the table.
Yeah, just hit the button. Recording paused.
Right.
Stop. Just do something different. Yeah.
I did not think it was going to continue, but he literally was there for a long time. And I was just like,
if you don't get your make you want to be like, we got it. Thank you.
And then
you know how you be like, just hand it to me, just give it to me, and bye. Thank you.
And then they when they cut the film, they went back to a scene before he set the table.
You know they do that all the time.
And I was like,
y'all think we ain't watching? Y'all think we ain't?
Y'all please let this go? Then they come back again and they got different drinks. So now they mixing liquors.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to all of that anymore because they do it too much. And it was all that stuff kind of, it was irritating me too much. I was like, I don't care no more. And I just move on. Because I'll just be like, didn't they? You know what? Never mind.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So how about the talk with Wanda? Did that get anywhere?
They're like talking to this mug right here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When people don't think they did wrong, they'll apologize, but they don't mean it. And they'll do it again because they feel like they were justified.
My problem with Wanda is that Wanda keeps saying, and she's one thing she is a consistent dum-dum. So she kept saying, you gonna talk about my baby daddy, I'm gonna talk about your baby daddy. Okay. Not you. It wasn't you. She wasn't talking about you. It didn't have nothing to do with you. And if Tisha's daddy was in her DM, and it's true, then why you mad?
Because don't she have a husband and a boyfriend?
Right.
Yeah, it's weird.
But the thing is, and I keep saying this, it didn't have nothing to do with Wanda. This whole last incident, because it's been several, but this incident has nothing to do with Wanda.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't mention Wanda's name. She said, ask Tisha, it's her daddy. How's that talking about Wanda?
It's not, but I get what she was trying to say. You said baby daddy, I'm gonna say baby daddy. But if she wasn't trying to be messy, talking about Melody's baby daddy would be talking about Martell. But she was being messy, saying that Martell ain't the baby daddy, it's somebody else. So this child is a bastard. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like she's doing, yeah. So she's doing the most. And she knows she's doing the most. Yeah. But she's not apologetic about it because she felt like she was justified. Even though she has talked about their kids in the past. That's why Martell rolled up on her at before Jalen's graduation party. Like, stop talking about my kids. So if I feel like you still got my kid's name in your mouth, then yeah, I'm gonna have something to say. And if you
I say this about some children, I won't name any names, but it's gonna take somebody to just go up to Wanda and just pop on the top of the head because she clearly is not going to get it. Mm-hmm. She's a messy Bessie. She lived for the drama. Huh?
I said messy Bessie.
She's a messy Bessie. She lived for the drama. She wants the attention. She's getting the attention on the internet. And because it's a whole bunch of people in the world that's messy Bessies.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I think that conversation, and I know Marsau was irritated with her because she kept saying, I don't like you. We ain't friends. You know, stuff like that. Okay. Fine. But as soon as Tisha get involved, he gonna step up.
Well, I think though, looking at his face, he really, really didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't.
And you can't stand around here talking about I don't have love for you and saying that Marsau titty stank and all of that. I mean, that was just childish. She gonna say all of that and then turn around and be like, are you gonna support my food truck? No, boo, that ain't how this works. You don't have love for me, don't have love for my money.
Right. And that's what I think Marsau said. While you around here talking about people and their kids, you need to be picking that food truck up off the ground.
Exactly.
Concentrate on that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she just it's a shame. It's a shame that she's, that into um everybody else's business and don't have business of her own. You grown. You have grandchildren. She probably has great grandchildren because we don't really know I don't know how many siblings Tisha has, but she just, and then the scene where she talking about y'all sang the happy birthday song without me. Ma'am, it's not about you.
You got here late. Yes,
and
we sang
and
it.
it's not about you.
And Tisha was cold too. She was just
Yeah.
like, yes, and
Yes.
kept it moving. We did.
Yeah.
I should have been here. I mean, like, that's the first time I've seen Tisha giving her mama some attitude. Like, anybody think about you? Have a seat. You should have been here on time. Now that I appreciate it. It ain't gonna last. And her mama watching it back, probably mad all over again, and probably called Tisha up and told her about herself.
Yep,
she's that type of person.
She did.
And she does have business, apparently. She got this truck, this food truck. She's selling loaded potatoes. She got a husband and a boyfriend. She got her kids having kids that ain't married and all that. She got a lot going on in her own life. The dude Bernard with his chopper ready to kill people. She got all kind of stuff. She fighting with KeKe. Why is she even worried about Melody now?
Jealousy.
And like Marsau said, when we stopped talking about Martell's coleslaw, guess what? Ain't nobody been hearing from her. Ain't nobody hearing from her. I really ain't seen nothing about her. And a lot of the online groups or whatever about the show, they decided we are not going to discuss her in this group, and they don't make any posts about her. So she has no ammunition, no audience, nobody cares. And so that's what he was trying to tell Wanda. If you stop talking about Melody, she won't have to respond. Melody never went for Wanda, like first. She never went on the offense.
Yeah. Why? She don't care about her.
And really, I don't think it was the baby daddy comment. I think Wanda had a moment of honesty when she said they hurt her feelings that Melody said she was hooked on phonics. That's probably what really did it.
That was fun. I had to laugh at
because we all said it before. We all saying it. She sound ignorant. AF. She sound like a third grader from the other side of the tracks. Not an adult from the other side. She sounds awful. I mean, good grief. So that's probably what hurt her feelings. Like Tisha's sensitive when people talking about her and her speech issues. And even. Why we do that at the same time? One of my friends text me about she laughed every time we say even.
Even. You got to use every muscle in your jaw, neck, everything.
That E hard. Even. You ain't got no sense.
But it'll go in one ear and out the other. Wanda likes the attention that she's getting on these interwebs. And she just, her ignorant ass gonna keep doing that shit.
Right. So I feel like that was pointless too. Like there were a lot of pointless conversations, like they're filling space. And so
and nothing else to talk about, just like Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Just it's stupid.
And now Stormy wants to, I know the producers put them up to it, but this whole we need to get together and get everything out in the open or come together, try to mend. No, it doesn't ever work. I have never seen it work on a reality show.
Never. Somebody gonna always pop off.
Yeah, because somebody gonna say something petty or not own up to their own thing or not apologize. Something's gonna happen. Somebody gonna say something flip, and then here we go. Like, you didn't watch the trailer, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, you did watch it. So you see Tiffany gonna say something out the side of her neck.
Yep.
And we don't like her no way. So yeah, I'm with Destiny on that. Yes, Detroit and what? So yeah, I hope she gets with her because she knows that's a trigger.
Tiffany is gonna get her head bopped. That's all.
You better quit playing with Destiny. Yeah. I think Stormy might have hung with her, but Tiffany don't want none. Tiffany
don't want this smoke.
Mm-mm. And
Yeah.
Stormy don't seem like I said last week, I don't think Stormy is what I thought she was. You know, she seems to be like, okay, I'm really not this ghetto person. I'm about this money. I'm making millions. I'm trying to do this real stuff over here. I'm not for play like y'all.
Right.
So, you know, I think that's why she's trying to, you know, revamp her image. And I don't blame her.
Right.
She's like, I ain't know I was going to get on here and be, you know, seen this way.
Right.
So let me fix it up.
Yeah, I agree. It seemed like she's really trying to clean up what we thought of her before. I don't really care. I don't really care about her either. So
She didn't
she,
really add anything to the show. She
yeah,
did. And
she
she
and
could have.
Tiffany and
If
Lewis.
they had shown some more of her business or how she runs things or, you know, what she had to do to get her stuff in Walmart, any of that might have been more interesting. But she came in like, what you say that for? Why you know, she just came in on the attack. And it's like, okay, first of all, you just got here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Secondly, you weren't around for none of these arguments. You don't even have anything to say.
Right.
Sit back and get the lay of the land. So,
right. Yeah.
And you know, I have no words for Tiffany. So
Yeah, she and Lewis, they still trying to have a baby in 6 months.
Yep, next. So
Boo!
and then we're gonna find out about Kimmy's health issue next episode, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, I hope she's okay. I like her.
And I don't follow her, so I don't know anything that's going on with her.
I don't
yeah, so maybe I'll take a peek before the next podcast.
I think I'll just wait and see what they show. I just want to see how they, you know, put it out there, what it is that she says.
Yeah.
It's one of the chicks on Potomac put out this social media post saying that she had to go. I don't know. She kind of made it sound like she had cancer, but she doesn't. They found some lumps or something, but it turned out not to be anything. So the cast was all looking at her sideways, like, wait a minute. Yeah, you know, some people do attention posts. You know how some folks are just put out there, I'm going through a lot, pray for me, you know, and it's cryptic. You don't really know what it's about, but they get a whole lot of praying hands on the post, or, you know, I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you. Y'all don't know what y'all praying for. Ain't no wrong with her.
And look, let's be real about the praying hands post. That's not what that is. It's two people.
Five.
Yeah, high-fiving, but everybody using it as a praying hand.
Well, if that's what we say it is now, that's what it is. And so
yeah, just like Dragon.
Yeah, just like House of the Dragons. Yeah, that's what we say it is what it is. So
because y'all won't read a simple little article that says this is what these emojis mean. Okay. I'm done with that. I don't have nothing else to say.
Yeah, and how many more episodes? Because they took that little break.
I thought this was the last one. I'm tired.
I don't know. It don't seem like it's gonna ever end. So I have no idea. They had a few episodes and they took a break. Now they come back, and it's been quite a few since the break. Right. So like, where are we going? How much?
I know, because we could have talked about Kim's issue this past week.
We could have
all of these conversations, Mark being a bitch ass, Tisha still whining, Destiny and her afterthoughts. I could have summed that up in one paragraph
and been done with it. Didn't have to be a whole show.
Right,
and they spent all this time filming and doing locations and stuff,
cutting and pasting.
You said cutting and pasting, exactly. So yeah.
Okay, so what's the topic?
Nepotism.
All right.
And not just nepotism, but okay, let me tell you the situation. Several kids who are in college now, so they're not our generation. I don't even know if they're still considered millennials, because I know millennials are like in their early 30s or early to mid 30s.
Gen Z.
Yeah, so Gen Z, this my kids' ages. A lot of them like will say, oh, when you get to campus, you should call this person, or you should call that person, and you know, they'll look out for you. They don't want to do that. They want to do this on their own. and they feel like they want to make their own path. And I wonder, to me, that sounds stupid, and I don't know if it's because they've been listening to idiots in the news and in, speeches or whatever with this whole pull yourself up by the bootstraps nonsense, because none of them do that. The wealthy people don't get out here and do things on their own and by themselves. They get handouts. They get trust funds and donations and gifts from the family and stuff like that, or they get hookups for jobs. They skip parts of the interview process and go straight to the end, things like that. So I was just wondering how you feel about that.
If it works for me. I mean, so yeah, and what's funny is about the word nepotism implies there's some familiar relationship, right?
That's why I changed it from nepotism.
Yeah. And so what I was getting ready to say is, I have gotten jobs because I knew people. I totally skipped the interview process, and went straight to the hiring, filling out paperwork process a couple of times. And so if it works, it works. The only thing is at least I knew what I was doing in my job, in my role. And sometimes that's when it backfires. When you know someone, you get in the job or whatever the case may be, and you're not really supposed to be there. Mm-hmm. You don't know the work or whatever the case may be. And so I'm with you. No one has done this stuff on their own. Everybody need help.
Right.
Everybody need help.
Right. And this whole, I'm going to do it myself. It's crazy. And they will ask for help from their friends, but for some reason they don't want help from our generation. And is it that we're holding it over their heads, or do they think we're going to hold it over their heads? I got you that job. Like what it is.
Now that part I don't know. I don't know why they would decline help from anyone. And the reason why I don't know is because one of my main complaints is that the kids these days, I think, are lazy. I don't think they're gonna do it on their own anyway. Half the time. I mean, I think that a lot of them really do need the help because they don't even know where to start. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I've had conversations with young people about the process of starting a business. I want to have my own business. I want to do this, that, and the third. When I get older, I'm like, why you gotta wait till you get older? Like, you can have a business now. Then here come the excuses. Well, this, that, and the third. And I'm just like, okay. And it's just like writing a book. What you waiting on? You could be cleaning chicken, sitting over the sink, recording your first chapter on the phone. You could just talk to your phone, recording a chapter. I mean, you don't have to. I think everything people think needs to be done has to have a formal process sometimes, and it really doesn't. Just like with us starting this podcast, we just kind of jumped out there and did it. We pushed the record button.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Know what I mean?
And a lot of them do that. But what I'm saying is, if we say, oh, so-and-so write a book, you should go talk to them. They're not trying to do that at all. They don't want that. Now, they might talk to someone their own age, but what's more likely?
They don't know nothing.
Somebody older would know something, or somebody your age. Like, I guess they figure because things are different now in terms of technology, that they, of course, they know, Twitter and Instagram and all that better than we do. But when it comes to networking and hustling, that's our generation all day. All day.
And that's the complete opposite of this generation.
Yeah, we were the get out there and figure it out kids. And if you couldn't figure it out on your own, then ask somebody, hey, I want to be what you are, what I got to do, what kind of degree do I need? Stuff like that. They're not trying to do that. It's, and it's very rare. And I'm speaking more specifically too, that I have some concrete examples of kids that have gone to the university where I work. You know me, I can't.
I wasn't even gonna have a look until you started laughing. I was just gonna go, but then when you started laughing, it's like, okay.
Because most of the people watching this know where I work anyway, so it's really not a secret. But and these
that place for the thing that I do,
the thing that I do, yeah. So, and there are students at my university that I know or am related to, but they won't come to me for help. Like, I can help you with your math. Absolutely. I probably know the professors that you will have, or I have the technology that you will need for your class. Come see me. I got you. I want to do it on my own. What sense does that make? And now you out here struggling and giving
let them bump their head.
Some lies about why you don't have the equipment you need.
Yeah.
When you could have it, you just didn't want to ask for it. And that's what I'm saying. I wonder, is it that we're giving off this whole, now you owe me, or now I'm gonna take credit for your success? Or
it's the same as how it was with us. We just didn't think adults knew nothing. We knew everything. But I let them fall and bump their heads. I mean, I just, it's funny that you're saying that, because I just had this situation happen with a cousin of mine who said that he wants to be a truck driver. And I was like, oh, I know 2 people that drive trucks.
It's automatic.
One of them is your cousin. And I was like, call your cousin.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, call one of my friends back in Atlanta. And he got on the phone with him and talked to him, asked questions and stuff like that. Of course, everything goes straight to money. But I was actually shocked that he did do that, because
of how they see things. Yeah. And there are a few. My son will network. He got that from me. He will, he'll talk to people, kids that want to go to his school. He talks to them and gets them to come there and stuff like that. So yeah, but a lot of these.
Yeah, but if it works, if the assistance that you receive works and you get to where you need to be, the only thing I say is don't forget to reach back and help somebody else.
Exactly.
That's all I'll say about that.
Sankofa. Yep. So one more thing. Okay, I'm on a roll now.
The place where I work. Go ahead.
Yes. So you know someone.
I know someone
that needs a job. Okay.
I do know. I know plenty.
You know someone else who's hiring. Okay. But the person who needs a job is trifling. Do you tell that person, oh, so-and-so is hiring? And you know that if you call, okay, so we can give them names, okay, to make it a little easier. Say Bob needs a job.
Is hiring.
Bob needs the job. Bob needs a job, and Jeff is hiring. Jeff Jeff.
Not you, Jeff, my former neighbor, not you, but.
So if you told Jeff to hire this person, or that this is a good person for the job, Jeff probably would, or at least bring him in for the interview, blah, 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 blah. And the person might do well. Bob might kill the interview, but he's going to be terrible at coming to work or whatever. So what do? Is that mean of you to not help this person who needs employment? Or is it just, does it just make sense that you don't put your neck out for somebody that you know is going to blow it?
Okay.
You already had your answer 10 minutes ago. What?
I had my answer 10 minutes ago. No, I'm not helping you if you trifling. Because what's going to happen is, and it's not you being mean. What's going to happen is, when it is someone that you're trying to recommend that is fabulous in all aspects, and you go back to that same person and say, oh, I know somebody else who needs, they're going to be like, because the last person Yeah, the last person you sent
That
me.
last clown.
Yeah. And that's what happened. So no, I'm not doing it again.
And
So
they call
no.
you and they be like, girl, why you send this fool over here? Yeah.
Knowing good and daggone well, they were not gonna, You're not going to embarrass me and ruin my relationship.
That part. That part.
Because and the sad thing is, because I already know that you trifling, I probably said to you on several occasions, you need to work on that.
Yes.
You keep losing jobs because you not changing your behavior.
Yes. And I'm not putting you on somebody else and you still doing that foolishness. Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And to me, it may seem trivial, but it's really the same situation with my mechanic, my hairstylist. I'm not sitting, if I love this person and they hook me up, I'm not sitting and somebody's like, oh, your hair looks nice. Who does your hair? I do it myself.
I did do it myself today.
And no, I don't do it for anyone else. No, I mean, I don't know. You don't want to give your mechanic to somebody and they go up there and mess everything up. Now your mechanic
or not pay
crazy or not pay or something. Yeah. So it's kind of the same thing. You don't want to do that with somebody that's got a job that's a good friend of yours or so. That's kind of high.
The job thing, I would never, because professional relationships, when you talking about careers, job, stuff new. I am not ruining relationships when it comes to that.
So you don't feel any guilt when you have to tell that person, no, I haven't heard of anything in I'll keep my eyes and ears open, but
no, that's not what I would say at all.
Oh, you would tell them the truth. No, I ain't recommending your trifling ass.
Exactly.
Okay.
Why would I mince my words? I got a job. I'm not the one.
Like, no, I'm sorry. I can't recommend you.
I'm the one with the relationships. Why would I risk my relationships because you trifling? No, my response is, yeah, I know people that's hiring, but you can't get to work on time. No, you stay at home.
I love it. You ain't trying to be funny, but
I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm going to. So let me tell you something. You know me for quite a while, and I can't lie because I can't remember the lie. So my ass would be like, I told you that. Oops. So let me just go ahead and tell you the truth. And that way I don't have to struggle to remember what I said to you. So yes, I do know people who are hiring, but your ass can't get up.
Yeah.
But see, here's my issue. So forget all that. My biggest issue is you don't have bills to pay. Because see, you're not going to call me and ask me for money.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen. So I'm going to need you to get right, go to bed early, so you can get up on time and get to that job so you can pay your bills. Because the next thing is, when you ask me for money, I'm going to have to put you on block.
Yeah, I can't do the borrowing money and stuff, and the reason it ruins friendships and relationships when you start loaning people money, they don't pay you back. And now really you should not loan any money that you can't afford to go without.
Correct.
Right? So if somebody trying to borrow 500, if you can't afford to give them that 500 and forget about it, then don't do it. But not a lot of people will give up 500 and not think about it. No, right. And then if I ask you about it, it better not be funky. You're a little funky for it. I got your little funky 20. Don't do me that way.
So let's ask our subscribers. Would you recommend a person for a job opportunity if you know they trifling? Your words, those are your words. If you know they
trifling, I meant trifling.
Ask the subscribers, please, while you liking and subscribing, respond to the question of the day.
Mm-hmm.
What's the question, Keita?
would you recommend someone for a job if you know that they are trifling? And I don't think we have to define trifling. I think people know what trifling is. Yeah.
In all
You know, and you don't struggle at all with that. The person can be qualified, they can be great at doing what they do, but their
because like I
professionalism
said,
sucks.
you're not going to ruin my relationships. No, I'm going to sleep very well.
Yeah.
Because my relationships are intact for the next person that I know will do well in that job.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm the same way. I'll just be like, I'll keep my
all right, Capricorn.
I can't be putting my neck out for somebody that I know. That I absolutely know. You know, already shown me what you're gonna do. I'm not putting my neck out. No, I don't know nothing. Let's see, now I'll just be like, no, I don't know nobody. Keep it moving. Because then they don't ask you anymore.
They ain't gonna ask me anymore either after I say, yes, I know some jobs, but I'm not recommending you because you can't get to work on time. What other question are you gonna ask me after that?
You're right. That's the conversation ender right there. We done.
That's the ender. You trifling and can't get to work or don't do work or whatever
it is, sleeping at
whatever it is,
talking on the phone, whatever.
Look, you know yourself. You know what you're not doing. I'm not doing it. You know you.
I can't do it like you do it. You be cracking me up. And when you get on the road, you be like, I love it. All right, girl. All right, this was a good chat. It was fun.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm headed to a Halloween party.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not wearing a costume. As a matter of fact, I'm probably gonna put my pajamas on and just go there.
Cozy woman. That's your costume name.
Comfortable. Yeah. All that.
All right. Well, happy Halloween. Have fun at the party.
Thank you.
You going this early? The sun's still out.
We supposed to be there at 6.
Yeah, it's early. Okay.
Mm-hmm. You said the sun's still out.
It is.
Listen, with the weekend I had, I need to be in the bed right now. I'm still sleepy.
No, I'm not. I have fun though. I went to a haunted house.
I saw.
Yes, it was a blast. I saw one of my students who works there.
They do their homework before they went to work.
She was not in class today.
Uh-oh.
And I was looking around like, now see, I saw you at work. You know, how you not gonna come to class? So anyway, I'm gonna get with her when the next time we have a class.
Yeah, at the place.
Yeah, so you're not gonna wear the little the sexy Halloween outfit. No. A sexy nurse or sexy police.
I'm going to chill. My outfit is gonna be chillaxing.
Okay. All right. Well, have fun.
Thank you.
Have fun. And if for everybody watching, have a happy Halloween if you celebrate that, or trunk or treat, fall festival, whatever. But thanks for watching. I ain't trying to be funny, but
like and
subscribe to our channel. I ain't trying to be funny, but with Keita and Kim, we'll be back next week with some more. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what it is.
Yeah, because them dragons done. The Dragon Thrones is over. So
Dragon Thrones is over.
No,
2024.
Yeah. All right, then. Until next week. Holla.
Holla.